Okay.
Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a nice egg white omelet. This is one of my favorite things that I learned how to make over the course of my senior project. It's pretty simple. So you need some eggs, obviously, and I'm going to go with some turkey bacon, some low-fat cheddar cheese, and a red pepper. And you can get creative with this. You can use real bacon. I like the turkey bacon, it's a little bit healthier. And you can put really any vegetables you want in, but I'm just going to go with the red pepper for now. Alright, so I'm going to turn the stove on. And then I'm going to go with 2 pieces of turkey bacon for my omelet today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them in half, like that. Put them in the skillet. 1, 2. 3. And 4. Alright, so now we're going to get to the trickier part of making this omelet, and that's cracking the eggs and separating out the yolks from the egg whites. So I like to pound them on a flat surface and crack them in half evenly, then take the 2 sides and kind of pour them from side to side until all the white falls in the bowl and you're left with the yolk and the shell. So you get a nice crack, pull it open, and you see I'm kind of holding the yolk in that shell, and I'm going to pour it back and forth until most of the egg white is in the bowl. And I'm going to use 3 eggs for this omelet. Looks like we're about ready to flip these pieces of turkey bacon, so we'll go ahead and do that. And again, I'm going to let them sit for about 2 or 3 minutes on that way. Alright, so while we're still waiting for the turkey bacon to cook, I'm going to start cutting up my peppers. As you can see, I've already cut it in half and I've taken out majority of the seeds. I'm going to use about that much of the pepper. You really don't need a lot. So I'm just going to cut it this way. And get some nice cuts like that. And then in addition, I'm going to cut it this way. And like I said earlier, I'm using peppers in this omelet, but any vegetables, of course, are good to use. And looks like we're still got a couple minutes left on the turkey bacon, so I'm going to cut my cheese as well. And you don't need a lot of cheese. I'm probably going to cut about 3 slices. And then when I put them in, I'm going to rip them in half like so I can have them a bit more spread out. Alright, so now we're ready to pour the egg whites in. You can see the turkey bacon is sizzling, so I'm just going to pour it in, try to spread it out as evenly as possible. I'll get rid of this little bubble that happens sometimes. And then you're going to let that sit probably about 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, until this liquid on top kind of starts to solidify and it's more white than yellow. So right now I'm going to add in just my peppers. As you can see, it's gotten a little bit more white. There's still a little bit of yellow liquid, and that's a good thing because now the peppers are going to kind of be mixed into the omelet more instead of just sitting on top. So just going to try to spread them out a little bit, make it nice and even throughout the omelet. And then in about another 30 seconds, we'll add our cheese. That looks about good, so I think we can add the cheese right now. I'm just going to kind of layer it through the middle. You want to kind of pick where you're going to fold it. And try to only put the cheese on one side of that, because if you're folding a cheesy side, then it can get difficult and kind of messy. So as you can see, I'm going to flip this side. I'm actually going to do that right now. It's the trickiest part. You just want to get under the omelet, pick your spot where you said you're going to flip it, and just fold it over. Kind of press down so you get a nice seal on this side, and then I just like to take it in a little bit more towards the middle again. Alright, so once you get to the point where you can kind of push it down and not a lot of liquid like melted cheese or egg is coming out, that means you can probably flip it one last time. So the key to this is you want to flip it on the closed side, not on the open side. If you flip it on the open side, it's going to get kind of messy. So you're just going to take it, put your fingers in between it and the omelet, just flip it like that, and kind of push it down, make sure any extra juice is coming out. And voila, in about 5 minutes you have a delicious omelet on both sides. There's that, there's that. Looks incredibly yummy, I can't wait to eat it.